Here live in the studio with a friend of the morning show, country music star Casey Barnes. Kaz?
Yeah, guys, super excited. I've got Casey Barnes with me. Casey, you have just come back from Tamworth. Huge success. Congratulations. A ARIA Gold record. You're doing well right around the world. You've got so many accolades now.
Oh, thank you very much. It was, great to be back in Tamworth, and getting that gold record was a nice little surprise last week. So we had a blast down there. It was great.
Yeah, and of course you're still touring. You've been able to slip into the studio to chat. Thankfully, we're good friends as well, so it's great that I can chat to you. But you've got a huge fan base. A lot of your fans might not know that you actually had a recent experience with cancer. Tell us a little bit about your story.
Yeah, look, it was definitely something that caught me by surprise. I grew up in Tassie as a kid and played a lot of footy and cricket, and being a country music artist, we do a lot of festivals outdoors, and I always get regular skin checks. And when I went for one of my last ones, they discovered 2 early melanomas, which caught me by surprise. In particular, the one that was just on this arm here was probably the size of, a needle's pinhead, or it was so small.
Yeah.
And I was just super lucky to find it and catch it early.
And amazing, it was so small, but then they had to go quite deep to be able to completely remove that as well. You also had your grandfather had a brush with melanoma in his fingernail.
Yeah. This is, so many wake-up calls, but his was underneath his fingernail, and that was sadly the thing that ended up, catching my grandfather, and he passed away from that. So it's just something that I think the general public, the country music industry, we're pretty loose, and fans come to shows wearing their singlets and they don't worry about the sun, and it's just something that, it's a really interesting fact that 2 out of 3 Australians will be diagnosed with some sort of skin cancer in their lifetime, which is pretty crazy. So you've got to go and get your regular checkups.
How's it changed your attitude? You say that, now when you're touring, you'll seek the shade and make sure you're fully protected. But how's it changed your attitude on life?
Oh, look, it definitely was a massive wake-up call for me. My whole family, my 2 daughters, especially, are young, and I'm into them every single day. If they're going outside or hanging out with friends down on the beach. I don't care if I look like a bit of a nerd now. Here I am on camera now. I go for my runs on a daily basis along Currumbin Beach in that, SPF long sleeve top, and I think it's, we live in Australia. You've just got to be careful about these things, and take it seriously.
Yeah. It is hard to believe. We do live in Australia. 2 out of 3 are diagnosed, but yet we still become complacent. What can we be doing on a daily basis to really make a huge difference?
Yeah, look, I think, we've all been brought up on the slip, slop, slap, but now they've added seek and slide. So seek is seek shade, which is common sense, and slide is just, whack on some sunnies. Those things are just basics that we should all be doing, and as I keep saying, take it seriously and get your checkups. It caught me by surprise. I was just lucky that my doctor sort of spotted these 2 and said, look, I think we might need to keep an eye on them. And you have those gut feelings, and my gut feeling was, let's get a biopsy done today. Thank God I did. And just take it seriously.
Yeah, and we are seeing it more and more that people are starting to go for their checkups, and that's when it's being found, obviously why the statistics are so high as well. So it is really important to make sure you get checked, because it can happen at any age. It's not necessarily age specific. You're in your 40s, but some as young as in their 20s or their teens, being able to find the tiniest little speck that has a difference, right?
Absolutely, your doctor, your GP is the first person. But back up on the Gold Coast, I actually go to a specific sort of skin clinic now that they do the mole mapping, where they'll take, photos of your whole body, and they can keep an eye on different spots, and it's super important.
Slip, slop, slap, seek and slide. Seek the shade and slide on the sunnies. Congratulations. Huge success around the globe. I know your song was used as a promo for American Awards as well, so congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Amazing.
Always good to see you.
Back to you guys.
Thank you. Mate, I'll see you at CMC Rocks, and we'll both wear our hats, OK? Our cowboy hats.
We will.
Good on you, mate. Thank you.
Thanks,
good message.
Guys.